Well, it's another day. It is beautiful. The temperature is just right. I got my coffee here. I'm on the deck. I'm getting ready to ship out a bunch of stuff. Um, I'm going to do a cover for my Indiegogo coming up. I think I'm going to release the name next week. I'm very excited. Um, so one of the things I was thinking about, because yesterday I was talking to on with Doug and Elliot. I think we talked about this on air about how Doug is basically scheduling. He's doing a page or two that basically he's taking Sundays off, right? This is like for a year because he's doing Earthworm Jim and Bigfoot Bill too. And I mentioned that if I did that pace, it would kill me. And that's absolutely true, because one of the things I've learned about myself is that, and this may help you as you know, because we always look to other people who have been doing this longer, and you know, whatever it is, right? Whether it's you're making comics or whatever your thing is, and you look to people, whether you know directly or that you read about, that are way more accomplished. And of course, we all want to be that accomplished thing, you know. We all want to have the goal. And one of the mistakes that I've made in the past is I see people's work schedule and I'm like, I think, okay, that's what it takes to get to that point. Therefore, I have to do that. And every single time I slip into that mindset, I get burnt out. And one of the things over the years I've learned is that you have to do the most work you can given your current level of just mental and physical stamina. And I think that depends on how much you've done. Like it's like exercise, right? And if you go into, so I do a lot of like sparring, right? If you go into sparring brand new and you try to keep up with someone who's been doing it for 5 years, you're going to gas out because they've built that up over time, and you have to build that up over time. And I think it's the same thing with like work and work schedule. I think you do get better at it. You get, you know, you just build up those muscles, so to speak, to work more. But I think everybody also has a limit because everybody's life is different, right? I know that if I only took Sundays off, and I worked at a pace like that, that my family and other things in my life would suffer. So my philosophy is to work as much as I can, keeping balance with everything else. And it's easy to say, like in reality, you're constantly making course corrections, right? It's like, oh, I've been spending more time on this. Why do I feel like crap? Oh, it's because I'm so stressed about it that I'm not eating well. I'm not exercising. Okay, let's get back. You know, so you're constantly, or my family is, you know, like the other last month, my wife, because I'm doing so many live streams and stuff, and we sat down in the den. She's like, you know, we used to watch TV shows together. We used to, you know, can we watch something? So that's one of those things where it's, oh crap, all right, you got to balance, right? So it just depends on your dynamic. So one of the things that will quickly lead to burnout for me is that trying to keep pace with other people, right? You have to find the sweet spot for yourself and be honest with yourself that, am I being lazy or am I working as much as I can and ought to finish X, Y, and Z projects. So so hopefully that little that'll help a little bit. Speaking of sparring, I got a nice little cut there from last night. I don't even remember when that happened. Somebody must have drug their glove across my face. That's usually what happens. So anyway, this is going to be a short one. Just one little quick thought. I've got to think of a catchy title for this one. That's the thing about YouTube videos. You almost have to have a clickbaity title. And I think I've talked about this. Maybe that'll be a topic for another thing, is like titles, because I'm still trying to figure that out. If you do a clickbaity title but you deliver good content, it's not clickbait. It's when people feel they've been tricked is when it's clickbait. So I got to think about what to name this one. So anyway, keep an eye out for my Indiegogo coming up next week. Or I mean, it's not coming out next week. Sorry, I might announce it next week. I think I'm a week and a half, 2 weeks out from launching it. And I'll catch y'all later.